Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy James from What's Your Forte. See, I got in the background, I got Thick Whips in the building. And if you can see that banner right there, that's Keys Motorsports. And the reason why is because Keys, Brian and the team sent me out some BMS intakes. So we're gonna go ahead and get those installed. We're gonna get some sound clips for you. And we can get all the goodies and all the information for you. So let's go ahead and get into this install. All right, everyone, so we got everything out of the box here. So you got your two cones right there, blue. I went with the blue ones. You can also get them in red. Everything will be linked down below. Got these from Keys Motorsports, so you can definitely buy them from there. Everything will be linked down below. You can choose the type of cone color you want and all that. So got the Burger Motorsports branding right there on the side. Got the other short pipe on this side. Got your coupling, the other part right there. So I would say it looked really, really good. It's inside of the intake cone right there. And let's go ahead and get to the install. All right, guys, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is go ahead and start this install. So first thing you wanna do is take your strut brace off. This is gonna be a 13 millimeter, which is gonna be right here. And all of these, this 4 on this side and the 4 on this side are gonna be 15 millimeters. So you're gonna need to use that to get that strut brace off. Alright guys, so just to check in, just snipping the zip ties on the race chip. If you don't have a race chip or anything like that installed, you don't have to worry about that step. Alright guys, so we have the strut braces off. So what you're going to need to do is get these little plastic pieces off right there. And there's a little hole on each side. You can just kind of get a pick tool in there, pop it up, and then you'll be able to pop it right out. But also, so the BMS intakes actually reuses the bottom part of your stock airbox. So you have to take off the top part of the airbox and reuse the bottom piece. So it makes it a little easier. On both sides, it's gonna be the same thing. So you probably got like a T20 right in there. And then this is actually a 6 millimeter right there, or you can use a flathead screwdriver to get that off on each side. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, everyone, so this is the filter we just took out, the stock airbox, and this is that carbon, I think they call this the carbon filter that you get. Same thing on the S55, a lot of people will take this out, maybe to get a little better airflow, but I don't have to worry about that now. All right, everyone, so the top of this airbox is now out, as you can see right here, and also these little clips right here are out, so you can see it moves around pretty freely. So the only thing we need to do on the long side now is there is a C-clamp down there. Right there in the middle of your screen right there, you should be seeing like a little C-clamp wrapped around the turbo inlet pipe. So you gotta get that loose, and then you should be able to get this part loose and ready to go. And that'll be it for the long side. All right, guys, so I have the long pipe off, and you see this C-clamp right here? You're gonna have to reuse the actual clamp part of it. So in order to get that off, if you guys can see right here, there's these little arms, that little C arms that click right over the clamp. So you just have to pull that back, and then you'll be able to pull the clamp right over it. So that's for that. And then on Burger's pipe, which is here, so this is the end that goes into the turbo inlet, as you guys can see right there. Give you a C-clamp holder here, which is supplied from Burger Motorsports, and then we'll be good to go. All right, now that the long tube is off, I'm gonna go ahead and take the short tube out. It'll give me more room to actually work. This is a suggestion from John. So I'm gonna take his suggestion because you know he's a BMW master over here.
I know a couple things. I don't know everything.
All right, guys, so I got the top box off the short side here, and you can see there's the C-clamp right there in the middle of your screen. So just get a screwdriver in there, pop that loose. We better get this off. Then we'll be good to go, man. I mean, I swear this is almost too easy. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have jinxed myself. All right, guys, so the short side is off. That's the turbo inlet on that side, so you can kind of see what's going on there. So looks pretty cool down here. Looks kind of crazy down here. So now let's go ahead and get to installing these intakes. All right, guys, so as you guys can see right here, this is a short side pipe, and this is right here is a gasket that they gave you. So we're gonna loop this gasket up, and it's gonna slide right inside of this pipe with some good old liquid moly. So we're gonna lube that up, put it in there, and then we'll go ahead and get that in there. And then also you wanna transfer over the C-clamp from your stock pipe over to this pipe. All right, guys, so I got the gasket on the inside there. You can kind of see it right in there. And this is the clamp. So it has this little divot right in here. So it lets you know that's the open side. So you kind of want to take the clamp, go around, and then just kind of wrap it around. Boom, and the clamps right on. So just like y'all saw me do it there. There you go. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do is put the actual filter combs actually on the pipe so we can get it to make sure we get the exact fitment we need. And I'm gonna put it up here and keep it kind of loose in case I need to rotate this or do anything like that. But just so I can get the fitment right, and then I can tighten this up later. And also, you also want to make sure that your head here is also facing somewhere where you can tighten up from, because you don't want to have it pointed down or any kind of weird way, and you can never tighten your filter. Then you got to take everything off and do it all over again.
Good point. Good point.
All right, everyone. So we got the short side in, got this tightened up. Everything fits in good. And that blue looks good, man. It's adding some bling to the engine bay. So now we got the long side to work on. And I put this microfiber towel down here because this is right into the turbo inlet. I just didn't want anything to mistakenly drop in there and then tear my turbo up. So it's always a smart thing to cover up those holes whenever you're working on your engine. All right, guys, so this is what I'm doing right here. This part that has the C-clamp, I already have the C-clamp kind of in there just right now to sit it here. And then I slid it down on this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all of this outside of the car. I think it'll just be easier because there's not a lot of room down there. So one of the clamps goes on this side, the other clamp goes on that side. Make sure it's super tight, make sure the fitment's even all the way around, and then we'll be able to slide this down onto the turbo inlet pipe inside of the car. So that's what I'm doing right now. All right, guys, so I'm back. This is what it looks like when it's all the way on, as you guys can see right there. So now I'm gonna take this C-clamp and just push it up a little bit. So kind of like right in there. Once I get this on the actual inlet, I'll be able to just push these down and it'll clamp right into place. So I think that's the easiest way to do it right there. All right, guys, so I found out one thing. Trying to get the new Burger Motorsports pipe inside of here, you hit this plug right here. So what I'm gonna do is, you guys can get a real good look at this plug right here. You just squeeze down on it right here and you can pop it out. I'm just gonna sit it over there so then I can put the pipe down, so I have enough room to put the pipe all the way down. All right, so it looks like I have it all the way down. I haven't initiated the C-clamp yet because it looks like this right here goes into this nut. So it looks like this right here holds it in here. So I want to make sure I have enough room to get that in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this bolt off, just make sure I can fit it in there first. All right, guys, so got everything in down there. And this bolt right here is a 13, so it's the same as some of the other bolts that you had to use to take the strut bar off. It's a 13 there, so everything looks good, man. So now it's time to put the filter back on, and then we're gonna crank this bad boy up. All right, everyone, the Burger intakes are installed, man. So that is what they look like. They're looking good. Definitely add some under the hood bling there, and I really like them. Really like them. Got the Burger stamp right there, and we're looking good. So now we're gonna crank this bad boy up, see what it sounds like.
I approve.
All right, everyone, so the intake's fully in. You guys see it right there. Really pleased with the fitment. One thing though, we did have to add a washer right here because I just didn't want the strut brace touching this pipe. So I did add 2 washers right here. But other than that, perfect fitment, perfect fitment. The intakes look good in the bay. They add some bling. The blue matches my laser lights. So I'm really pleased with them. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more sound clips, maybe some drive-bys, and then also some engine bay driving clips. And then we're gonna go ahead and end this video, man. So again, special shout out to Brian and the team over at Keys Motorsports for sending these over. If you're looking for these, I'll be having them linked down below. Special shout out to John, Thick Whips. Make sure to go support, subscribe to his channel. Let's get him to 100K, run them numbers up. And yeah, man, so shout out to Burger Motorsports for building such a good intakes also. So let's go ahead and get into these final clips. And that's gonna be it, man. That's gonna be today's video. After this, get the final clips, sound clips, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. So appreciate y'all watching, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. All right, this test is windows down, inside a car mic. All right, this test is windows up, inside of car mic.